Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game.
Texas.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first here. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Important second down play coming up. Throwing off play action. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to on that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Running back with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Punt team ready to boot it away. We'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Longhorns offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistent. And I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down and great scoring position. Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. End zone ahead. He stopped just short down at the 2, but an excellent run. The Longhorns come to the line in a hurry up. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, they told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football, and here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out. Anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And now the defense able to bring him down.
See more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets...
Here he goes. Inside the 10. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Texas 14, Notre Dame.
Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good cover. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake on first down. On the run here. Lets it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build.
Breaks into the clear. Now the 40. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The catch is made way down inside the 30. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
The ball is caught. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Looking right, this one caught. Makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Pass caught. Second down now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Richardson. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Defense showing blitz here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Oh, they trap him for a sack. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for the wideout. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
The offense going with the hurry up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Terry. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in, and it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Extending the play now. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So the beautiful scoring play is negated by that penalty. That's a tough break. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Finds his man. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? Defense not fooled on the toss play. They've got it behind the line of scrimmage. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So what's the loss? It's second and goal from the 7. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on fourth and goal here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. But he won't get in. The defense stops him just short of the goal line. What a play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Pulls it in. It's Richardson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him into the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. They bring him down right at the 20.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the option play. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll run the option. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try to run it with the option. He's brought down out at the 46.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, we're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Hauls it in outside the 10. He's still running. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they fight back here in this playoff game. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do. And they've got him behind the line. There is a penalty marker, but if it's on the offense, it'll be a change of possession. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's in the clear. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Simon. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down play coming up. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Yeah, I don't like that throw at all. Those windows are so tight down here. You just can't force the ball in there because it so easily can be picked off. He caught a break there.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Holding.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. They've been stopped in their first two fourth down attempts. Here comes number 3. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the... The semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team to bring him down at the 16. Run it out of the shotgun. And stop him right at the 24.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Breaks into open space. Crosses the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a hand on it. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. A short completion with the tight end. Tackle, but forced down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and hitting them the ball in space. The defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. running back takes the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Sticky. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. We reach the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
And the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat. Just unable.
Touchdown, Longhorns, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Clemson's offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And that pass is batted away, incomplete. The Tigers will line up to boot it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Not much on that play, brought down short. The Longhorns looking to run some tempo here.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st. Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Longhorns pick up enough for a first down here. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here if you approach the half. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trap. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Swarmed by the pass rush. He's sacked.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back, putting him in a tough spot now on second down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's picked off in the end zone. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Breaking free at midfield. Goes out of bounds after a solid gain. This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Looking for some space. It's Lewis. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. A play action looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after this throw for 6.
Point after, not right through. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Longhorns offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. The Longhorns will send the punt team onto the field.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's
It's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Wide open downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half.
14, Texas.
Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Passing game has been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. Quick throw to the left. He's got his man in the open field. Here he goes. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kirk.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And it's a bunch formation. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally, a spark of life from this offense. First down and 10. On the toss play, runner moving left. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. His sure hands. It's Marsh. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They look to throw it here on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Lone coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14.
21, Texas. 14.
He's got it inside the 15. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Trying to find some room. It's Lewis. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first half.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to...
Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? They bring him down, but the game set... offense first and goal from the 10.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
And the Tigers looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Play action here on first down. Makes a quick grab. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that.
Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense. So the offense flexing real quick and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
28, Texas, 14.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Start the fourth quarter of this playoff game. They'll go to the air. Quick throw over the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45. Long ones looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On first and 10, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
All right, Chris, here comes that tempo. Sometimes just getting that first down will kick them into that gear.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. QB keeper all the way. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can just see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down? roster, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
And he fields it inside the 15. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Riding away with their running game. Well, the power run is stuffed. Barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one. Now it's second down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This playoff game on the line. Can the offense navigate the end zone here when they need a touchdown? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That's caught. It's Marsh. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Grab down the middle. It's Terry. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's fourth down. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Boy, how about this offense coming through in the clutch? The quarterback makes the throw. Good job by that offensive line. And the receiver delivers for this touchdown. Now, you're down one and you're the head coach. You've worked all this time. This entire season comes down to this. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you go for the lead?
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in regulation? And now they run the draw play. Breaks up the defender. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. Right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. And they gain to the ground as the time here in regulation runs out. We are headed to OT. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Now here's the toss play. 1st down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, they seal the edge. But I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that, and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are two different things.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Clemson now operating in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Has a pass to the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. He hands it to the back. Oh, what a move. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I like that you trust your running back. You're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Aiming for a touchdown. They claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Texas, 35.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Looking to scramble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side...
it.